2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, and it is my pleasure to be with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Chicago Bulls up against the New York Knicks. Last outing for the Knicks, they won that game against Cleveland. A strong stretch of play for this team, winning 6 of their last 7. They're playing at a high level, no lack of confidence going into tonight's game. And the clock ticking down to tip off. Kenny, you won 2 championships, might I remind you, back to back. Explain to us the makeup of a champion.
Well,
and not the makeup you're wearing right now.
I never.
But the makeup of a championship team.
However, number one is the belief. You have to believe and trust in your teammates. Trust is the most important thing. And most people think trust comes from on the offensive end, but it's trust on the defensive end. Meaning, Ernie, if I'm going to send you baseline, I said that's the game plan. I have to trust that my teammate's going to be there. And I'm going to do it regardless if he misses his assignment 1 or 2 times. That's the trust you have to have.
Ernie, you know why I like drinking Shaq Fu Punch?
Why?
Because it's about finding the right mix. So in basketball terms, it's about coaches, star role players. Everything has to be working together. That's why these guys can be great.
I can't believe that you just promoted one of your products into discussion of what it takes to become a champion in the NBA.
I wasn't really promoting. I was just giving you a Shaqnology.
That's his 12th promotion. I'm going to start promoting things.
I'm not promoting the Shaqnologies. Mm-hmm. You know what? I won't say nothing else about myself or any product I'm endorsing. Man up, you two.
Here's Kevin Harlan.
We're broadcasting from Chicago as the Bulls get ready to take the hardwood here at the United Center. Looking at Chicago, they took the win in their last game against the Bucks. It was just a textbook performance. That game was all there. As they got it going, it was full speed ahead.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. I mean, after a while, the defenders seemed to just wave their white flag.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, that's what will happen when the team continues to attack the basket and come away with layups. The defense tends to get demoralized and deflated.
All righty. If I can get 75 in this first quarter, I might be able to get to 300. Here we go.
Ready, gentlemen? Ready?
And so off the tip, it's New York. So the New York starting 5. We've got Jeremy Lin. Anthony is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Whiteside, and it's a Flalo in at the 2 spot. Now here's Lin. And the first shot of the night for him, no good. Butler kicks it to Noah. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Noah's got the game going with his first points of the game for Chicago. Then the pass to a Flower. Here's Porzingis. Outside, Lin. Clock at 6. Pass to Porzingis. Good.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Alvin Gentry.
He said that the defensive focus, no surprise, will be trying to keep Derrick Rose out of the lane. He added, you know he's come a long way as an outside shooter, but he's a pick-your-poison type of player. We can't let him get into the paint. Makes sense, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. Whiteside, he drains the quick shot. Whiteside's got his first points of the game.
I love how he used his height advantage on that shot.
And he had the nice soft touch with it, too. Off to a nice start here. They've hit all 3 from the field.
For New York, they've gone 2 or 3 here to start off the game. And Flalo kicks to Whiteside. There's a good screen. Here's Anthony. It's rebounded by Noah.
Good little 2-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
Now here's Rose. He had a career game last time out. Bucket after bucket.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the champ.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
From deep 3-point range, and again, it's the Bulls from deep.
And how about that for a response.
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
Now here's Lynn. He had 10 points in the win against Cleveland.
And don't forget about his playmaking in that game either. I mean, he did a great job of attacking the D and creating opportunities for both himself and his teammates.
Whiteside kicks to a Floro. Clock at 6.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backfield to start this game.
Not one second chance bucket allowed. That is finishing off good defense.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
And they continue to add to their lead. They might be ready to pull away.
No surprise from my end. I mean, they've been really good, and they're looking even better at this moment.
How about the start that they've gotten off to here? Huge lead, and we're still in the first quarter.
And, guys, it hasn't just been the scoring. I mean, they're playing tremendous defense, too.
Knicks trail by 11.
Force them into a timeout situation.
And the Knicks decide to take their first timeout here, coming into this having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
A lot of firepower coming off the bench in that game really allowed them to escape with victory.
I thought the bench was the X factor for them. You can't rely on that kind of scoring coming from the reserves every game. But when it shows up, it's a nice weapon.
And he clearly doesn't like what's going on out there right now.
Would you? I mean, how could he like what's happening? Really had to take a time out there and try to figure out a way to derail their momentum.
They need this. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, it's a great feel for that jump.
Ooh, he dunked it left-handed on him.
And it's like raining buckets right now. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, we got to be careful. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves just yet. But it has been pretty ugly so far, no doubt about that.
And the jam by Whiteside.
Damn it.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
That deficit will go away quickly if he does.
Oh, crap.
How about how he capped that one out, almost like the 1-2 punch.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
And a nice assist
Uh-oh, is
from
that a
Lamb.
4-0 run?
6 points now in the game for Hassan Whiteside. Gibson dishes to Rose. And the pass to Noah. Another one falls for Chicago.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
And they just keep finding the open man.
Oh, man, what?
Right on the basket. Book it. Porzingis has got his second basket of the night.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter. And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively you have to take something away.
What is going on?
And I think
Hold on.
taking a time.
Hey, what?